Welcome back to Learn Economia. In this video also we are going to cover a little bit about microeconomics. In this video we will discuss the markets, different forms of markets, how can we determine different markets into price setters and price taking firms. So let's discuss. When it comes to economics, we know that there have been different forms of market, starting from perfect competition to different forms of imperfect competitions. When it comes to perfect competition, we can have different firms competing with each other in the perfect competition, where they would be selling a homogeneous product, and also each firm in the perfect competition would have equal market share, and also the buyers would have full information regarding the price in the market, and also there would be very much ease regarding entry and exit of the firms in the market. If they wish to enter the market, anyone can enter the market as a price taker, and if they want to exit the market, they can exit the market. That's it. So there would be very much competition in the market. No one can influence the price in the market. That is the basic perfect competition. And this kind of market structure is considered to be an ideal form of market structure. But in the actual world, what we could see is that perfect competition is not that visible. We have some kinds of imperfections in the market. As a result, we could see other forms of market structures in the real world. So let's discuss imperfect competition and different forms of imperfect competition. Coming to monopoly, this is considered to be the extreme. This actually lies on the other extreme of the perfect competition. In the perfect competition, when we have different buyers or a large number of buyers and sellers in the market, in the monopoly market there would be a single seller only. So when we discuss regarding market, we are basically concerned about the sellers. Okay, we are just basically concerned about the sellers, and in the perfect competition we have huge number of sellers, and in monopoly there would be only one seller in the market. And in the perfect competition we have homogeneous product, and in the monopoly we have only one unique product in the market. When in the perfect competition we have ease regarding entry and exit, in the monopoly market there would be restrictions regarding entry and exit. And when there would be free and equal information available, or symmetric information regarding market price and all available to all the sellers in the market. In the monopoly there would be specialized information about production techniques and all, and this information would be unavailable to the other producers, because monopoly means a single seller and he would be having the entire market share with him, unlike in the case of perfect competition. Okay. Now coming to the monopolistic competition, when we say monopolistic competition, it is very important to understand that this is a mix of both monopoly as well as competition. So it will have the features of both monopoly and competition. Here there will be a large number of buyers and sellers, but that doesn't mean that here the number of buyers and sellers would be equal to that of the perfect competition. Compared to perfect competition, the buyers and sellers would be less here, but still compared to monopoly there would be large number of buyers and sellers in the monopolistic competition. And free entry and access is another feature of monopolistic competition. If you compare this case with monopoly and competition, you can say that compared to monopoly you have free entry and exit. You know that monopoly is a place where there are restrictions with respect to entry and exit, but compared to competition, the entry and exit is a little bit restricted, but still there is some kind of easiness with regard to entry and exit. Okay, now here there is product differentiation. If you look at the case of product in the monopoly market, there would be specialized product and unique product, but if you look at the case of perfect competition, the product will be homogeneous, but here in the monopolistic competition the product would be differentiated. Okay, there would be differentiated product differentiation. That means that different firms or different companies would be offering their own differentiated products, and you could differentiate between the products of different firms. That's a specialized case of monopolistic competition. Now then we have another aspect on is selling cost available with respect to monopolistic competition. This is one of the peculiar feature of monopolistic competition, and also lack of perfect knowledge. We are not telling that we don't have any kind of knowledge in the monopolistic competition. Yes, we do have some knowledge in the monopolistic competition, but that doesn't mean that the knowledge you possess in monopolistic competition would be less than the knowledge you possess in the perfect competition. That is the difference. And also less mobility. Less mobility of factors of production. When you compare monopolistic competition with perfect competition, there would be less mobility of factors of production in the monopolistic competition, but you have more mobility of factors of production in the case of perfect competition. And also here there would be more elastic demand, but compared to perfect competition, the elasticity of demand would be less, but compared to monopoly, the elasticity of demand would be more. That's it. Now let's understand the features of oligopoly, which is another market structure. This oligopoly is characterized by few sellers. We have only few sellers in the market, that is known as oligopoly. If we have few sellers in the market, that is oligopolistic market. And here also there exists some kind of barriers to entry and exit, and that means that it is difficult to enter an oligopoly industry and compete so as to make profits. And also since there are only few sellers, what we could see is that there would be interdependence of the sellers. One firm or one particular seller would be dependent upon others, and this is the case with respect to all the sellers. Okay. And also there would be advertising. Advertising cost is involved in the case of oligopoly. Okay, now having discussed the different forms of market structures and market structure, and having understood the difference between different forms of market structure, it's very important to understand who all are the price setters and who all are the price taking firms with respect to different market structure, different forms of market structure in microeconomics. Now for that you have to first of all understand the difference between price setters and price taking firms. Price takers are those firms who accept the prevailing market price and sell each unit of their product at the same market price. And price takers, okay, this is a price taker. Price taker, they would accept the prevailing market price and they will sell each unit of their product at the prevailing market price, and each unit will be sold at the same price. That is very much important. And price takers, they are mainly found in a perfectly competitive market. Now on the other hand, if you look at the case of price maker, they are able to influence the market price and enjoy pricing power. Okay, and price makers are found mainly in imperfectly competitive markets such as monopoly. So having discussed that, we have to end this video. We will meet next day with a new video. For the time being, thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe this channel for more videos. Thank you.